Welcome to Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. This is our week too. Hello and welcome to The Beat Goes On. It's Saturday morning, and after an amazing week in Owen Sound and Tobermory, we are now traveling to our second destination, Sault Ste. Marie. The car is so full, we are all packed and ready to leave. Let's go. The total distance from Owen Sound to Sault Ste. Marie is 500 kilometers, but we will drive the first 100 kilometers to Tobermory. Then from Tobermory, we will take a ferry to Manitoulin Island, and from Manitoulin Island, we will drive for next 400 kilometers to Sault Ste. Marie. This is going to be a fun day, so stay tuned till the end. Our ferry ride from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island was at 9 am in the morning, and we were told to arrive 1 hour prior to the departure, so we left early in the morning by 7 am. We booked our tickets online way in advance. The famous ferry that runs from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island is Chichuman Ferry.
Loading.
Really?
Yep. Reservation line 1.
Reservation line 1, standby line 3. Wow. Are you serious? There's a bus going inside. Oh. Thank you. Alright, sounds good. Thank you. You too. Lane number 2 खाली दिख रहा है. So lane 1, lane 2, lane 2 looks खाली खाली. Very good. I'm gonna get down, chill here. So we reached well before time, and there were so many cars and buses waiting in the line to get into the ferry, and this was such a big ferry. This is Chichuman Ferry, बहुत बड़ा ship, and we are going to go inside this, and this will take us to Sault Marie. Chilla, let's go. Wow. 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 Closer. Isn't it this way? Elevator, cafeteria. Lounge deck. and off we go. The ferry ride is a 40-kilometer sea route from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island. We parked our cars in the lower deck and came up to the viewing deck to enjoy the scenic view. A one-way trip costed us $80 and we had to book way in advance as there is no spot booking. There are two rides scheduled per day, morning and afternoon. We chose the morning slot as we wanted to make the most of our day. The ferry was really huge. It had two open viewing decks and a really cool sitting area. It also had two indoor lounge area, very clean washrooms, and an amazing big cafeteria which served breakfast and a lot of other stuff. And it wasn't that expensive at all. If you are living in Toronto, I would highly recommend to do this trip from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island and back. It's totally worth it. So Chichuman has an amazing cafeteria and there's hot chocolate. I think so. So cool.
That was so cool.
Wow.
Where are we?
Welcome to Manitoulin Island! And finally, we are here. After a 1 hour long ferry ride, which we really enjoyed, we reached the Manitoulin Island. This island in Lake Huron is actually the gateway to go to Sault Ste. Marie. From here, we had to drive another 400 kilometers, which means it would take us 6 to 7 hours as these are interior roads and we have not yet reached the famous Trans-Canada Highway. Also, there were a few attractions at the island where we really wanted to go, the first one being the Bridal Veil Falls. It was a nice small falls in the town of Kagawong on Lake Huron. We went down up to the falls to spend some time and take some cool pictures.
Very popular.
After spending some time at the falls, we drove around the island. Manitoulin Island is a very small but charming and beautiful place with small iron bridges, railway crossings, and single lane highway. So we drove for another 100 kilometers and stopped to fill gas and clean the windshield, which is a must if you're on a road trip and every time you stop at a gas station. Sault Marie. Sault Ste. Marie.
Su.
Saw.
Su.
Saw.
Su.
West, east, west.
West.
Same. ट्रांस कैनाडा हाईवे मेन हाईवे आ गया मेन हाईवे चल चल Finally, here we are on the most famous and beautiful Trans-Canada Highway. This is the highway which will take us from Ontario to Manitoba to Saskatchewan to Alberta and to British Columbia. This trip is only going to get more and more interesting as we reach new destinations. The next 200 kilometers was such a beautiful drive, we just enjoyed it. And after driving for a few hours, it was time for lunch. We left home early in the morning at 7 a.m. and it was 3 p.m. We stopped at a beautiful lake. We had the entire place to ourselves. And guess what was for lunch? Lunchtime. Biryani. So after the amazing biryani lunch, it was time for us to get back on the road. It was 4 p.m. and we wanted to reach before 6 p.m. It started raining, but we had to drive another 100 kilometers before we reached Sault Ste. Marie. Welcome to Sault Ste. Marie! Sault Ste. Marie. Sault Ste. Marie. This is our week 2. And around 6:30 p.m. in the evening, we reached Sault Ste. Marie and we went straight to our new Airbnb, which will be our home for next week.
आ गया Airbnb. Wow, looks so amazing. हाँ मेरे को तो मस्त दिख रहा है.
Let's go, let's go. It was a very beautiful detached house, all for ourselves, very beautiful, very clean, and as soon as we reached the house, the first thing to do was set up the kitchen and make it our home. And that was a long day of travel from Owen to Sault Ste. Marie via Manitoulin Island. In our next episode, we will be sharing our experience of spending a week in Sault Ste. Marie. So see you in our next episode, and the beat goes on.